It's another afternoon of Chalk Couture. So glad you all have joined us for this new video. We're going to work on two projects today. Actually, I Can and the Established Wreath. So it's Erica here working on some projects with you tonight. And we are going to start with redoing a board that I've done in the past. So this is actually a Chalk Couture board from their signature collection. And this is a welcome vintage truck that I did. So right now I'm just using water and a rag, and I am erasing or wiping clean this previous project that I did with the Chalk Couture Chalkology paste. This is what I so love about Chalk Couture. So once you invest in a board, and if you don't make it permanent, it is a board that you can use over and over and over again. So if you have a perfect space in your home that you like to hang signs or change out with the seasons, you're not having to buy a new board all the time. And plus it's another project to work on. So I have just received my Established Wreath, and this is such a great gift to give for a gift. It's a great piece to hang in the home, an awesome anniversary gift, for a new married couple, someone who is celebrating many years together, just showing when that love and that foundation in the family was started. So we're going to work on this first. And since this is a black board with a nice wood white border, I decided I'm going to keep it real classic and do everything in the Chalkology white paste. So that is where we're going to get started now that my board is all cleaned. And while I'm waiting for it to dry, I'm going to get all of this ready. So I do have my transfer, and I've decided I was going to do some different colors, and then ultimately I decided I was just going to do everything in white. Just keep it real classy. But that's the thing about Chalk Couture. If you change your mind, you just clean off your board and you start all over again. So we are just going to do this Established Wreath, and I'm going to show you how fun, how simple, and how easy it is to do this. So I have my transfer, and I get it placed on the board where I want it to go. And then I'm just going to press that down to make sure I have out all the air bubbles. Make sure my webbing is down nicely on the board so that I can get a nice, good, solid transfer. And once I have it where I want it, then I just get my paste, and I'm going to take that and I'm going to mix it nicely, making sure it's not too dry and not too wet. If for some reason your paste gets too wet, you can just add a little cornstarch to it. If it gets too dry, you're just going to spritz a little bit of water in there, mix it up real good, and then you are good to go. So this paste truly lasts a long time. I can't even tell you how many projects I've done since I started in October, and I still have so much paste. So all I'm doing now is using my spatula to move the paste over the transfer, making sure I'm getting it into the webbed areas. And this is what is going to leave on my chalkboard. So I'm just going in and I'm pretty liberally spreading this all over the wreath. And then I will go back with the spatula and I will make sure that it is in that webbed area, take off any excess that I have. And then that allows us to have a nice, good transfer left. In the middle of this wreath, it is Established EST period. And then we'll go back and put the numbers in. Ta-da-da! The reveal. Love it. Oh, I do have a little bit of a nasty area down here at the bottom, but no fear at all. All I'm going to do is clean up that area, and then we'll let that dry, and I'll come back and fix it. So if I were doing a standard stencil, not using chalk paste, I would have to start this project all over again. The nice thing here is I can just clean up that one little area, or if I decided I could do the whole thing. So that is a good thing as well. So I'm going to let that dry, and then we will give that a whirl again. So not bad. See how nicely that cleaned up? Just a little bit of water and we are good to go. So we're gonna let that go. Oh, Q-tip, gonna clean up a little bit of area in this S here so we can see how that is working out for us. Such an easy, stress-free project. Can't beat it. We're gonna work on another project. This is a 5x7 board, also a Chalk Couture board. And I love this statement, actually I can. So as we're getting ready for the new year, you know, almost February, we still have to remind ourselves that you can do things. It's kind of like that You Are Enough board that we did not too long ago. You know, we can never have enough positive statements around us and in our lives. So I have the new transfer, and I am actually going to fuzz it up a little bit. So you'll want to fuzz that on your shirt, your pants, on a towel. So you want it to pick up a little bit of that fuzzing so that it doesn't super stick to your surface, but you also want it to be able to be adhered so it doesn't move around on you like a typical stencil would do. So we have that put in there. I'm gonna make sure it's all pressed out the way that I want it. And then we are ready to get started with our chalk colors. And so since this is a power statement, I of course want it to be bold. If you guys follow me on my channel, you know I love things that are nice and bold. So picking the colors is sometimes the hardest part. So I think we're gonna do some peacock and some berry on this one. And I am gonna ombre, so I'm gonna show you how to do a little bit of that ombre. Before I do that, I want to talk to you about our trial kits. So if you've been watching my channel and you like the idea of chalking, but you're afraid to try it because you don't think it's as easy as I say it is, this is a good way for you to try. So you get 2 3-gram paste, a small squeegee. You also get a transfer, a small transfer, and a chalk chip to do that on. You get all of that for $7. So if that's something that you're interested in, feel free to send me a message or comment below, trial kit, and I will get in contact with you and get that shipped out. So the $7 does include shipping. So right now I'm starting with the peacock, and I'm just going to randomly put that on my sign and then scrape off any excess I have back into the jar. And then I'm going to come back with the berry. I'm going to mix that up as well, and then I'm randomly going to place that on my board so I can have that bold and vibrant statement saying, actually I can. So just randomly placing the berry, and then I will use my large squeegee to blend those colors together. Again, making sure that we're getting it pushed down in all of the webbing, making sure that it is a good coverage, blending that together so that you have that nice, beautiful ombre look, and then taking off any excess that you have and wiping that onto a rag from your squeegee. This you don't want to put back into your jar because it is a new color. It actually made a really pretty purple color too. So keep that in mind. Actually, I can. What a sweet statement. This would look great on a desk, in an office. It would look great in your bathroom. It would look good in the bedroom. Just anywhere you need that reminder that, yes, actually, I can. I love it. Clean up any areas that you have with a Q-tip, and another project has been completed. Quick gift that you can make, a quick little statement piece that you can have to set around on this awesome Chalk Couture board. It is a 5x7, so it's not too big, not too small, but still makes a nice statement. What do you guys think? I like it. Okay, let's go over here and finish up our established wreath. So remember, we cleaned up that one area at the bottom where I did not like the way that it came out. And now that my transfer is all cleaned off and dry, we're ready to start again. And so I'm just going to take the transfer and I'm going to patiently line that back up where I want it to go. But you know, I got to make sure my board is good and clean first, right? Of course, of course. Okay, so we're gonna line up this transfer back to where we were just at. And it's just so easy to get these lined up. So I'm gonna lightly push that down since I already have paste down. Lightly push that down, but more so in the areas where the new paste is gonna go. Push that down. And then I will be able to fill that in and fix that spot, and no one will ever be able to know except for me and you. I'm not telling, are you telling? So we just fill that in as we normally do on a transfer. I'm going to go ahead and go over the established part again because that S was a little wonky on me. Ta-da-da! Can't even tell. Don't even know. It just flowed back together so nicely. But isn't that beautiful on that black board with the white trim? And then, of course, you're going to go in and you're going to clean up any areas. I can't wait. I always have to get in there and clean up right away. So then I am still a newlywed. I was married in 2014, and since I'm going to hang this one in my home, I'm going to go ahead and put my year on there. But if you were giving it for a gift, you would do it in the year that they were married, of course. But that white on the black board with the white border is just beautiful. It's traditional, it's simple, it's a great statement, just a nice picture to hang on the wall. I love it. So if I wanted to make this permanent to give it as a gift, I would just use a spray sealer over the top of the board, and then it would not come off with water. So that is a nice option that you have. When I keep them for myself, as you know, I change up my boards pretty often, but I would seal it if I was going to give it as a gift. That way they could keep the dust off of it and wash it from time to time as it needed it. So now I'm just filling in the 2014, and then we'll remove those and see how stunning our board looks. Now, one of the things that I wish I would have done here is used a smaller squeegee. I'm just going to have a little bit more cleanup area in between the numbers where the Chalkology chalk paste did go, but that's okay, no worries. So there's the 4, the 1, so see those lines in between, just a little area that we're going to have to clean up, but that's no big deal. Again, no stress, nobody's stressed. Can you believe it? We've almost completed 2 projects in less than 30 minutes. Another thing I like about Chalk Couture, don't have to pull everything out of your house. It's not going to make a big mess. Easy cleanup. You're going to put your transfers in water bath when you get done using them, and then you're going to wash them clean, and you get to reuse them. That's the part that is awesome. So Chalk Couture is so many things to so many people. If you would like to get more information about being a designer, just comment below and I will send you some information. We also have a new subscription program coming out the 1st of February for $19.99 a month. You get a transfer, you get paste, you get a squeegee. No, you don't get a squeegee, I lied. But I will send you a squeegee if you are one of my customers. But you'll get everything you need to complete a project every month for only $19.99, and that includes your shipping. So that is an amazing way to try Chalk Couture. I also have the $7 trial kits, another great way to try Chalk Couture. Or if you want to jump in like I did and become a designer for $99, you can definitely do that, and you get everything at 40% off. So here they are, 2 projects, actually I can, and established, completed in less than 30 minutes. Thank you so much for joining, and keep on crafting.